One for 100. My ladies keep it. One for 100. My peoples keep it. One for 100.
Final games. Yes, we are there. Class 6A, 6A1, 6A2 took care of business on Friday night. Had a big upset. You know, if I was doing a bracket, I would be out. Didn't do very good. We'll start up here at 6A. 6A, we had Bigsby over BA. Good job with Coach Hill this year with BA, getting them all the way to the semifinals, but came up short because you're going against one of the top teams in the state of Oklahoma, 6A. I think there's either 21 or 22 consecutive gold ball run they're making. Bigsby get the win over them. The score was 49-17. 49-17. Bigsby is on the way to another state championship. And no, folks, they will not be playing the team that I had picked to win it all. The Jinx Trojans come up short. Owasso, Coach Blankenship comes back. Owasso was there last year with Coach Antonio. But Blankenship said, hey, get the keys back to me. Let me give a chance and try to go beat these guys my second time around at Owasso. So we'll go see what he can do. He upsets Jinx 39-36. I called my man Key1 on Saturday doing an OU game. I know he's watching the game. Key1, what happened, dude? He said, hey, T, it was bad. I said, what? He said, man, you talking about calls. We couldn't get a call. A call at all. I said, why? He said the ref was doing. I said, what? He said it kept. I said, what? He said it's all they kept getting. Every time they had a drive, it was a, I get you, Key. It was a what? Come on, guys. You got to stop blowing the whistle. You got to be fair both ways. And that's how I felt at the Newcastle Colorado game. Poor Mike Dunn probably had a ton of these. No, folks, it's not the fans blowing the whistle. It's the ref, the guys in the black and white. Zebra stripes were blowing the whistle all night long Friday night up there in up at Norman North all night long. But Key1 said the same thing can happen to him. He said he can't take nothing away from Owasso. They played a great game, but he said, man, every time they had something good going, it'd be a and I feel sorry for the guy because you can't get nothing going. You can't stay ahead of the chains if you're behind the chains. So Jinx gets knocked off. They're not going to the state championship. I really thought my man Batman could get it like his pops did one time, and he comes up short all 4 years in high school. But, hey, that's okay. It happens. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But Owasso going into the game, go against Bigsby. Bigsby looking to win another one and got a good chance. But Owasso said, hey, we can play too. We knocked off Jinx and nobody had us picking to win that game. So good luck to them. You know, I know when me and Chris Evans kind of did it, he said it was Bigsby here and everybody else here. But I think Owasso's going to go try to make a run, but I think Bigsby still gets their 21st or 22nd consecutive gold ball. So good luck to those guys. In 6A, then going over to 6A2. Willis, you had it. You're up 27-13 or 27, I think it's 27-13 the third quarter. And guess what? Sand Springs said, hey, we're number one in 6A2 for a reason, folks. We are number one in 6A2 for a reason. We are going to go play the Yellow Jackets in the state championship. We're going to decide to go play football in the fourth quarter and turn around and end up winning 28-27 against PC. PC had a good chance. I was hoping my man Thorable from Millwood to get a chance to play for another state championship. He comes up short. I thought he would have had a good chance to win it because the team wasn't called Washington Warriors. They've been called somebody else, and I know Washington has been his kryptonite. But I guess Sand Springs was his kryptonite in semifinals because they're not going to make it to the finals. So PC and Willis and those guys fall a little bit short. Great job with Willis, what he did with that team this year, getting them all the way there. But Choctaw Yellow Jackets said, hey, we're still state champions, folks. Stillwater, you might have beat us early in the season, but we got the one that counts at the end of the season. So you're going to have Stillwater get knocked off by Choctaw. Good games. I think it was, 22-15. Choctaw prevails, jumped out on top of them and held on to the lead. And then, like I said, Sand Springs and then PC come up 20. PC comes up short by 1 point, 28-27. Then you jump over to 5A, folks, where it's all happening. I'm going to have two special guests today. Be joining me later on the show. We'll talk more of, 3A. We'll talk more 4A, 3A, and 2A later on this week. We'll go through the game plan of having who's playing and where they're playing at. But I think I'm going to have two guests on from 2A, the Jones Longhorns. I'm thinking of having their quarterback Hanson on and their outstanding linebacker Luke on and talk to those guys about what they got going on against Marlowe this upcoming week. Some big games, and like I said, Class 3A, 4A, and then both 2A1 and 2A2. But in 5A, Newcastle, Carl Albert, probably the best crowd. Both Newcastle brought it. You can't take nothing from them. Brought a good crowd. Brought everybody out of the town of Newcastle. Everybody shut down the casino and came over and decided to come watch the football game. But just came up a little bit short. Not short, but long. 42-7. Carl Albert continues on their winning streak of 52. Going for their fifth consecutive gold ball. Mike Dunn and these guys got it going on. Like some have LeBron, Roy on today, and Delijah Matthews, an outstanding running back, and the outstanding linebacker tight end. Matthews did play a little defense. We'll talk about a little bit about that. But right now, they got it cooking, folks. Got it going on over at Carl Albert, man. But Bishop McGinnis, the luck of the Irish, man. One ever wants to go against the holy water because, they could put it on you real quick. And I think right now they're playing the best high school football, beat up on Lawton MacArthur. I'm telling you right now, Bishop McGinnis might be the hottest team in 5A. Kind of scary because, they lost to this team in week 10 by 14 and ended up beating them by 33. I think its final score was hold on real quick. I got it right here. Bishop McGinnis beats them 61-28 to get the revenge over Lod Mac, folks. Lod Mac team. They said they won in week 10, beat them by 14. Then they turn around and come back and beat them by 33 points. So gonna be a good game. Carl Albert and Bishop McGinnis has been in the same districts for the last few years. Carl Albert's own Bishop McGinnis, I think 1 year. I think I wouldn't watch. I think Reed DeQuazy got hurt. He came back and Victorious took Carl Albert to a victory over Bishop McGinnis over at their place. It might have been his junior year. It might have been his senior year. Really good game. Kid was like Superman, the man of steel. Really, really had a heck of a ball game. Bishop McGinnis was beating him. He came in and took over and took charge. But just kind of tells you, those two go back and forth right now. Carl Albert holds the edge. I think last time Bishop McGinnis won the state championship was 2007 Class 4A. Last time they won when they was in 4A. They're 5A now. So Bishop McGinnis have won one. But the nemesis has been for them has been the Carl Albert Titans, as you can see, a team that, Mike Dunn has taken over, has been coached by Gary Rose and then Mike Corley. Then I like to say now you got Mike D is doing his job over there. Team that's playing great ball. Everything's rocking and rolling. I thought Newcastle tried to do some good things, but just didn't have enough firepower to hang with the Titans, man. Carl Albert's a different breed. I know the Carl Albert game, even though they beat them 42-7, folks, it wasn't even close. I think the only thing that kind of kept them halfway in the game was the penalties. Carl Albert had a bunch of penalties. I think Newcastle ended up scoring on a drive that was 3rd and 15, 3rd and 10. Got a late hit out of bounds and ended up, scoring on that drive. I think Newcastle has some pieces, just not enough pieces for Carl Albert, quarterback for Newcastle. He had some open throws, but kind of rushed a lot of them, man. And, threw a fastball. I guess I don't know if the guy plays baseball or not, but, looking at his technique, he looked like a baseball guy. Not knocking him, but everything was a fastball. Nothing with no touch. But I thought Anderson Collier played really good, had a running touchdown through some. Elijah Matthews breaks a record. We'll talk about his record when he gets on here. Lebron Royal, just another outstanding job on the defensive side of the ball. Defense looked good, looked really, really good. I had a couple guys go down, a couple freshmen stepped up. Cordray, stepped up and played the outside linebacker. Austin Johnson went down for a little bit, but he stepped up and played a good outside linebacker, played good on the offensive side of the ball too. So big things over there. Like I said, these guys don't fall off the map when some of these guys leave. They just reload, man. I mean, the middle school is tough. The freshman team is tough. So they got the pieces to keep rolling for a while. I know this winning streak is pretty long, but I don't see them falling off real anytime soon. But like I said, really good games. Like I said, Newcastle, I think they'll be salty when I'm kind of hearing the Twins is over at Tuttle. Should come back home, and then they got a quarterback coming over. I know they're losing their quarterback. Plus, they already got I like the running back number 24. I think he scored the only touchdown. I wish he'd have got a little bit more touches. He did fumble late in the ball game on Friday night. Folks, you're talking about cold. It was cold. Cold, chilly out there. But I love to see when those running backs don't have none of them sleeves on. I don't think it bothered Elijah. Nah, I thought TJ, the running back over at Newcastle, the starting running back number 5, thought he did some good things. Really never got going. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to what number 24 can do next year. I think he brings a little bit more burst, not as tall, but really powerful, runs hard. Like I said, he had to fumble, but I just don't think Newcastle defense, not take down from Bradshaw on his D, but just wasn't ready for Coach Johnson, offense, man. It's just too much for him. Too much. I really think one of the turning points of the game that I thought that could have really changed some things around was Newcastle had got a late penalty for delay a game. Ended up kicking a field goal, missed it probably about 10 yards or 5 yards. I think that's getting that delay a game was a big difference. But to me, I would have went for it. There's a couple plays I think they could have made and done that was open the backside. There's a couple kids that was open. He missed them. I really thought Kyle Albert really kind of let Newcastle in the ball game in the third quarter. I think Newcastle, had to win for their favor. Kyle Albert, struggled punting the ball, never got it passed over the 50 to the other side. Newcastle had 3 great opportunities to be at the time. Halftime score was 21-7. Newcastle stops Kyle Albert in the third quarter, turned the ball over, kicked it, punts it to him. Great field position at least 3 or 4 times and just never punched it in. So I think that's a big turning point. They could have got a touchdown, made it 21-4. Then once Kyle Albert got the control of the ball, the wind going the way they need to go, it was a different ball game. Like I said, it ended up being 42-7. The game wasn't that close, folks. I'm telling you, it wasn't that bad. Like I said, at third quarter it's 21-7. Newcastle has the ball at least a couple of times on the 20, 25, 30 on the opposing team's side to go score and couldn't punch it in. So I think that hurt a little bit. I think that hurt. If you could have got at least one touchdown out of that, it could have did some big things, but they couldn't get it done. Choctaw, like I said, once again, Jake Corbin finds a way to get there. He's looking for a second goal ball. Sand Springs probably looking for his first goal ball in a long, long time. So congratulations to Bobby Klink and his team and what they done out there in Sand Springs. Like I said, really thought, Stillwater might have a chance, but I told you it's always hard to beat a team twice, folks. It did. The biggest one, I think, is Jinx getting beat by Owasso. Owasso's a good team. Everybody knows that. Was in the state championship last year, switched over coach. Antonio leaves and goes to Union, and then Blankenship comes back home. And guess what? Hey, Union, they fell off the map. They stayed back on. So it's going to be really interesting. Like I said, Bigsby, I would still put them a clear favorite to win 6-2. I'm going to go with Sand Springs. I think it's their destiny to win. Kyle Albert, Bishop McGinnis, I'm right now, man. It's just one of those games that somebody asked me Friday night, what do you think? I said, Bishop McGinnis got the offense. I don't think they had the defense to slow down Kyle Albert. Kyle Albert does have the defense to slow down Bishop McGinnis, but man, putting up 61 points because Lawton Mack, a team that's very athletic, had it rolling going with their own stuff and held them just to 28 points. It's going to be tough, folks. It's going to be, I think, Bishop McGinnis quarterback goes down and bringing the lefty. Somebody said, man, he throws the ball like Eric Moore. The kid is flinging the ball. He's throwing the ball. He's running good. 23 for Bishop McGinnis is running really good. So offensive line is really, really big up front. But Kyle Albert's D lineman and Joe Thomas and LeBron Royal do a really good job. I think Bo Davis is playing excellent ball. Thomas, 21, is playing good ball. Secondary played really good. I thought everybody in the secondary played really, really, really good. Like I said, you had Delijah over there, you had Farley over there, uh, number 4, Anderson over there, the corner, safety, Webster. Webster had couple good catches, couple good punt returns. Like I said, Johnson, he should be back this week. State championship game, he's not going to hold himself out. DJ Anderson, number 4. I'm sorry, folks. DJ Anderson, number 4 for Colorado, the other corner, played a really, really good game. But look good, look good out there on all sides of the ball, special teams, biggest thing they gotta shut down, man. And I know Coach Mike can say the same thing. You gotta shut down this. This gonna hurt your game. I'm telling you, folks, they had a bunch of these, man. I don't even know what their stack is, but they had a bunch of them. Too many to overcome a really, really good team, because it's going to end up biting you one game. That when you play somebody that's really, really good, it's going to end up catching up with you. And guess what happened, folks? It's gonna put you behind the stick big time. You ain't gonna be able to play catch up. Like I said, Bishop McGinnis is going to be a well-coached team. Offense is clicking right now. It might be the best offense in football, Class 5A right now. I know Colorado's offense is clicking with Delijah and what he's doing, and Anderson and then Webster and all those guys, man, are doing a really, really great job. So it's going to be really interesting what happens next. It's going to be all these games going to happen at the UCO field, folks. Where I'm on UCO, the Chad Richardson field is all going to happen next Friday and Saturday. Colorado will play here. Let me get this for you real quick. And then we'll go into these other games and the other classes real quick. So they'll face Sand Springs. Shot Top will face Sand Springs Friday night, 12/5, 7 p.m. at Chad Richardson Stadium. And then on 6A Big, the ship will be 12/6. That'll be Saturday night at 7 p.m. And then the afternoon game is going to be Colorado versus Bishop McGinnis at 12 o'clock at Chad Richardson Stadium. All the games will be played at Chad Richardson Stadium, even the smaller classes. Then we're going to jump into 3A. Then we're going to jump off here and take a break and bring on my special guests. And then going into 4A, you will have Elgin versus Cushing, number 2 Elgin versus Cushing at PC North Friday night at 7 p.m. Then you'll have number 4 Broken Bow versus number 1 Tuttle. That's going to be at East Central, 12/5 at 7 p.m. And then you're going to have Sofer in Class 3. You're going to have Sofer versus Perkins Tryon. That's going to be 12/5, 7 p.m. at Norman North. And then number 2 Washington takes on OCS at UConn at 7 p.m. That's on Friday night again. Then moving on to the 2A. 2A, you'll have Adair versus Stroud at Ponca City at 7 p.m. That's going to be on 12/5. And then you got this 2A. Then you got Vian versus Davis at Harrah High School at 7 p.m. Friday night game. So you got a lot of football Friday night. Folks, we're going to take a quick break, and then I'm going to bring on 2 outstanding young men that play for the Colorado Titans. Looking for these guys are probably looking for their 3rd or 4th gold ring to put on their fingers. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure mom and dad already knows what to do when you're at Colorado. You save and get ready to get them another ring. So we'll be right back, folks, after one of our sponsors. Keep it 100 Oklahoma High School Sports on this Sunday gobble weekend. A little Black Friday shopping, folks. I know everybody got out and did a little bit of shopping. Like I said, I didn't. Well, I guess my wife did when I got a couple things. Your kids are a good thing about it. I had all my babies in town this weekend. Blessing. Have all my babies in town this weekend. Had everybody in town. All my kids were here. Mom was here. Mom's sister was here. So shout out to my son and my brother Jerry for cooking the turkey and the hams. Outstanding meal for all of us. Big shout out to my OU Sooners for winning. Big shout out to Texas for getting a big time win over Texas A&M. It's not gonna get you to dance, though, so horns down. Sooners in, boom up. Sooners, what we do. But we'll be right back after one of our sponsors. Keep it 100 Oklahoma High School Sports. Right back.
The gang's the same, but we changed the name, and we're now Chaos Customs OKC. Still your one-stop shop for all your vehicle upfitting and accessory needs. With almost 30 years in the business, we're your go-to for lift kits, wheels, tires, spray liners, bed covers, leather, fleet solutions, and so much more. Give us a call today at 405-778-8878.
Welcome back to Keep It 100 Oklahoma High School Sports on this Sunday afternoon, folks. As we get hot, man, I got two hot guests going to join me here in a few minutes. The outstanding running back for the Colorado Titans, Delijah Matthews, and the man that brings the steel on the defensive side of the ball, my man LeBron Royal, boy. Everybody know I love LeBron James, but I got to give LeBron Royal some love because he do bring it on the defensive side of the ball, and now he's starting to play a little bit of offense, catching TDs for my man Anderson, folks. These two young men has worked very hard. I know Delijah set goals for himself this year, and so we're going to bring him home and talk about it. Then we're going to talk about LeBron. I don't know what happened to LeBron. We have to bring him back on. We might have lost him real quick. But here we go, folks. I'm going to bring these guys to the show real quick. What's up, D?
What up?
Not much, man. I don't know what happened to LeBron. We got to bring him back. He took off, man. He must have got scared of the camera. He on the run. You can't run, LeBron. You got to come play ball, son. Hey, we got to give him a text real quick and tell him we got to tell him to come back. Back. But what's going on this afternoon?
Not much, Getting back into a little bit of basketball. It's coming around. Got a game in less than 2 weeks. Just getting some light shots.
Hey, man, don't be saying that out on this show. Coach Dunn gonna be mad at you. We ain't talking nothing about football right now. We can't be worried about. I know Coach Price will be happy, but Coach Dunn be like, wait a minute, son. We got football to take care of. We still got football to take. There he is, LeBron. You can't run, son. You can't run. You got one more game to talk about. Come on, man.
One more.
Hey, LeBron, right. You got to get onto your star tailback. He out here shooting buckets. One game at a time, son. You can't be out there shooting buckets. You got to go carry the rock this Saturday. We trying to get another gold ball. Come on, man.
I'm just staying active, Coach.
Well, guys, I'm glad y'all could join me here on the show, man. LeBron, like I said, you've been a big. I mean, I tell people all the time, man. If you don't know this young man, LeBron World, he bring it on the on the basketball, on the football. Probably even if you're playing him in a 2K game, he gonna be competitive in it. LeBron, I'm glad you can join us, man. I know me and Delijah talked a few times because we do workouts on Sundays, but LeBron, what does this season meant to you being your senior year?
It's meant a lot. I got my grandma's favorite number, so just trying to play how I can and just go out there and show.
Yeah, you talk about that because you did change your number because you was number 58 last year.
Yes, sir.
What made you change your number?
My grandma passed away this year, so I was like, her favorite number was 7 my last year, so I got to go get it done for her.
Man, that's big time to say, man. There you guys, folks. If you don't see it, you got the big 7 in the back. You got the number 1 in the back on the show, man. 2 outstanding players for the Colorado Titans. Well, guys, you guys both had a tough game Friday night. Newcastle came in talking a little bit of smack. I love it when teams talk smack. What did that game mean to y'all on Friday night? Playing over at Norman North. What did that game mean to both of you guys?
You got it, D.
I mean, it was awesome, man. I love an environment like that. I wouldn't want to be nowhere else. That environment, man, it's what you do it for. Those type of games, semifinals, state championships. That's what you put all the work and grind into is to games like that. So that environment was awesome. That's a good football team. But it was awesome. It was great.
I feel the same way, honestly. But them games, when we talking back and forth, that's what gave me the smack talking, all that. That gets my energy going. I like them type of games.
Yeah.
Guys, like I said, it was a tough game. I think Newcastle tried to do everything they can to try to slow the game down and try to make the game more their way, trying to keep those offense off the field. But one of the things I know Coach Dunn's going to probably talk about this week, and you guys both listen real close. You guys heard a lot of this on Friday night. I mean, I hear the whistle. There's a lot of whistling, a lot of holding calls, a lot of personal fouls. Going into Bishop McGinnis, a team that's putting up a lot of points. I think right now Bishop McGinnis is the hottest team out in 5A. You can talk about Colorado Tigers on a 52-game winning streak, but when you start talking about a team that no one had getting there, everybody had Guthrie, everybody had Pryor, everybody had Lott Mack, but nobody gave Bishop McGinnis. Everybody had Dale City, but nobody had Bishop McGinnis playing Colorado in for a state championship. What have you guys know about Bishop McGinnis, so far?
Bishop is a great squad. They got a good running back. He used to go to Piedmont, but he went over to Bishop McGinnis. He's been having a great season so far. And they got a pretty good defense over there. Got some good D linemen. Got some good linebackers. So they got a squad. We always knew that they was gonna make a run, but seeing in the state championship, it's just a good vibes, man. Good vibes. Rivalry game going into this game, expecting a good one.
I mean, LeBron, you've seen the numbers they're putting up on offense, and you've been the wrecking ship on defense. What are you going to tell your defensive linemen and you and your counterpart, Joe Thomas? Both of you guys on the edge, because like he said, they got a really good running back, and now they got their backup quarterback that's playing excellent football right now. What are you going to have to do on your part to keep you guys from them scoring that many points? I mean, they put up 61 points last week to a lot MAC team. That's a pretty good team.
I feel like I'm gonna tell me and Joe we need to use our speed against them because I know they're a little bit of old linemen like Jacob and Baylor. They're really good, but they just can't mess with our speed, I feel like. So me and Joe will be good. I mean, Nick, he's gonna dominate like always. We got Kathan and Thomas. I mean, two big factors on the defensive ball and offense. So I think we can all do good with our speed because we're all athletic and strong. So that's where we got to use our abilities against them, I feel like.
No, that's big time. I talked about y'all's defense earlier before y'all came on the show. We talked about your D line. It starts with you and Joe Thomas. Then you got Bo Davis, number 77. What's his name? Big man up front. What's his name?
Big Nick.
Big Nick. Yeah, Big Nick. Then, you're looking at your, Austin Johnson goes down, and you bring the freshman that comes in and plays really good ball for you. And Cordray. Why? I'm sorry. I always want to call him his daddy's name. Maybe because he's better than his daddy. That's probably what it is. But Carl Wyatt, Wyatt steps in and does a good job for Austin Johnson. And then D, you played a little bit of defense last week. And then, your secondary with Webster and Farley. I mean, both guys did a really good job. And then DJ Anderson holding down the other corner. And then you hold down the other side of that corner. So looks like you guys did a really good job, holding a team like Newcastle to just 7 points. And really that came off a bad call, extending the change. You guys get them stopped and they end up getting a personal foul, and then they end up getting a first down. But you guys did a really, really good job against that. Big Delijah, just questions for you, man. I mean, I know you set some goals for yourself this season. With Carl Albert, I tell people all the time. I had this talk last night with some guys sitting around and watching the OU game. Carl Albert's had some great backs that's come out. And right now you looking like one of the top ones too, with the record you break of, X-Rob and then, some of the backs they've had here, and they've had some good ones here. What does that mean to you, breaking that record, and with touchdowns? And I don't know how many is all together. You got to tell the listeners how many you got all together.
Well, I got 40 in total, 44 all around, 40 rushing total. But it's a surreal feeling, man. There's nothing else like it. Knowing all the great backs and all the great O linemen that came through there, and this year is special because of something that the team is gonna do, making history. But that's just extra piece to it, making it special. That record. So credit goes to the O line, man. There's some dogs, all of them, all five of them, and the tight ends and the wide receivers, just making my job a lot easier than it looks. But it's a great feeling. It's a surreal feeling. Nothing else like it.
Well, I saw, are you trying to get an NIL deal with Uno cards? Because I saw somebody said Uno.
Nah, that was just a little creative, something. Not really a money maker, just something creative.
Both of you guys, man. I came out Thursday watch Thanksgiving practice, and LeBron, I gotta say, man, you're really bigger than what I thought you was. You see you in pass, but watching you and walking up close, man. How big are you, man? Because I'm really disappointed that a lot of teams are not biting on you because I think right now, if you're a young man that can go play maybe at a smaller Division I, even Division I big time and make plays on the edge because you just have a motor. So how big are you really though?
I'm 6'1" and I'm 213. I might be a little more now. I was even going crowd before this, but I was 213 last time I weighed myself.
Yeah, so I'm just saying you look bigger than 6'1". I would probably figure you at a 6'2", 6'3". Good size on you, man. Good motor on you. So What schools are recruiting you or looking at you right now that that's on your list?
I got Sawasu, Emporia, ECU, Sterling, and I just talked to UCO a couple weeks ago. That's really it.
Well, you just keep doing your thing, man. I think Mike Dunn does a good job of getting you guys out there and getting those names out there for for the college coaches and getting guys recruited. I know, Elijah's one of the best backs in the States, and he's getting recruited too. I know you guys are going for is it your fifth gold ball? Because I know Mike didn't win his first one his first year. So is this your fifth gold ball y'all are going for?
No, it's our fourth.
Fourth? I'm saying this would be number 4 in a row.
Yes, sir.
Y'all win this? Okay. Y'all won so many, man. It's crazy. A lot of gold balls. But Delijah, man, how's your recruiting going? I know you've been kind of talking to some people. I know some of the North Texas coaches are moving to Oklahoma State. That's something that you're going to kind of look into, or how's it going for you?
100%. Head coach of North Texas just moved to OSU, so hopefully that opens up another opportunity for me. But Tulsa, Illinois, just some schools like that. They're keeping in touch with me. Vanderbilt, Grambling State, but those opportunities that open up, I'm thankful for every one of them. I'm just waiting on it to start, really opening up after this off season.
No, man, think about it, man. The most important thing, you guys go to school, get your school paid for. You guys are both great young men. You just you're lucky you have talent, and you guys are both great students in the classroom. So that's what makes it so great. You hear from LeBron, you tell he comes from a great, deep family. Talks about his grandmother, dedication this season to her. Same thing with you, Delijah. I just know you set goals for yourself and done a great job what you've done this year. Like I said, just not on the football field, but just both you guys in the classroom, man. Like I said, you guys have both done a lot of great work, and you both are leaders on the field. So, and every young man that it's funny when you hear these little kids call y'all's name, LeBron, Elijah, want y'all's gloves or autographs and stuff. And that's what it's all about, man, being role models, because at the end of the day, you guys are going to have kids, and you guys are going to be taking y'all's kids to games, and they're going to be doing that to maybe y'all's kids one day. But it's just good that you guys are great role models, man. And y'all got a great teamwork is just so cool. I like about it because you got a bunch of stars, but nobody act like a big star. And I think that's what makes this team so unique, because it's not, even though Delijah could be the number one back in the state, he doesn't act like it. That's because LeBron could be the number one, linebacker in the state. He doesn't act like it. And I gave LeBron some love last week. The guy's sick on his deathbed. All the kids like, man, LeBron looked bad. He looked bad. But he went out there and still played it. And that's what it's all about. You heard what, Coach Venable talks about you guys. Carl Aubrey, y'all are just built different because, you guys play hurt, you play sick, you play down, you play. It's a family attitude, and that's what goes and takes you guys a long way. So before I let you guys get out of here, any big thoughts? LeBron, this could be your last game, and it will be your last game in the Carl Aubrey jersey. Saturday afternoon at 12 o'clock. How you feeling, going to be your last game?
Man, honestly, I feel grateful for the team I have with me this year. Better than the last year's team. We were all good. I was close with all of them, but this year it's more of a brotherhood, I feel like, with Delijah, Bo, Jackson. We all just bond together, hang out off the field and on the field. I'm grateful for this team that we've had this year, my senior year. Made it the best year, honestly, with the guys. And I'm just thankful for that, really.
That's good stuff. D, what about you?
Man, just this last upcoming game, I'm just really excited to play this one for the seniors. My whole high school career, LeBron and Jake and Nick and Tom and all those seniors have been riding with me throughout my career, and helping me, become the best player and the best person possible. So just riding one more out with these guys, it's the best feeling. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else with them.
It's funny you talk about, last year, you kind of played the backup role, and this year you're getting a starter. You can easily have been a starter last year as an ex-Rob there. Last year you had your running back and the young man is over at UCO, but this year's been your full go at it. But, I tell you, it seems like you've been starting all 3 years with watch you run the ball, man, it's really smooth, man. That punt return was probably one of the better punt returns I've seen in a long time, man. And what makes you so good is that you're so smooth, man. It's like, You feel like you're kind of going in slow motion. Next thing you kind of slide, and boom, you take off like a missile or a jet. And I'll tell you right now, what college is not looking at you or recruiting you, I'm going to tell them they're silly, because not only are they going to get a hell of a back, but they're going to get a hell of an athlete. The kid, folks, I'm going to tell you right now, I know the kid pretty good because I get to hang out and work with him. But the kid can catch, the kid can throw, the kid can kick. I mean, he can do it all. I mean, just a hell of an athlete. And both of these young men are both hell of an athlete. LeBron's playing on the tight end side now, got him a couple touchdowns catching the ball. You listeners, listen to me real quick and keep it 100. Go get these two young men. They're not knuckleheads. They're not going to cause no problems in your program. And they're two great young men on and off the field. I'm telling you right now, these guys are program changers. They're going to help your program change. North Texas, look what you've done with your program. You got a chance to go play in the big dance. You know what I'm saying? And so adding LeBron to North Texas, adding the D to North Texas or Oklahoma State, if you guys go off to Oklahoma State, hey, look at these two young men, because I'm telling you right now, not only they're hell of a football players, but there's hell of a man on and off the field. So appreciate you guys both coming on Keep It 100 Oklahoma High School Sports.
Sure.
Glad to have you, man. I mean, I wanted to have you two on because I think you two are the leaders of the team, offense and defense, and I wouldn't want to have any other way to have you two on here. I'm pretty sure I could bring anybody on here, but I think it was good to have you two on here. Delijah, what you've done, worked your ass off. I can say it on my show. You worked your ass off to get where you're at, and same with you, LeBron. Man, I'm telling you right now, glad to see you guys go take care of business and go tell Bishop McGinnis you coming. I mean, we ain't gonna do no smack talking. You just do the talking on the field, and it'll all work out, because when it's all over, they're gonna know what hit them. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna know what hit them.
Yes, sir. That's right.
That's what we're gonna drop the bomb on them. But guys, I appreciate you. Enjoy your week. Like I said, basketball's right around the corner, so I know I get to see you guys not just in football one more last time, but just basketball. Both of these guys are great basketball players too. So you guys have a good one, and we'll see you next week. All right.
Yes, sir. Appreciate
Thank you guys. Appreciate you, folks. Well, that's the two outstanding players for the Colorado Titans. LeBron Royal and Delijah Matthews, the running back and outside linebacker. And you've got LeBron playing a little bit of tight end right now. You're talking about two great young men that's really gifted and athletic. And I'm being serious. If you have not recruited these guys, I don't know what you're waiting on. You couldn't get two better athletes out there. I know Delijah got some, but what he did on Friday night against Newcastle, a pretty good defense. He ran good. Punt return. That just tells you right now he can do it all. He played defense, corner. He can catch the ball, receiver. He can run the ball at running back. He reminds me a lot of DeMarco Murray, little Eric Dickerson. Just really smooth though. He's real smooth. Yeah, he might not run a 4.2, 4.3, but I'm just telling you right now, a lot of people ain't catching him. A lot of these kids that are chasing him are gonna go play college ball too. LeBron's the same way, man. I mean, he's looking at 6'2", 205, 215, whatever you say he was, but he's a guy that can go play the edge, and I think he can do some big things. He probably go play the cheetah for some teams. He'll come hit you, and he's just all-around good athlete. I mean, he got a guy that can play on the offensive side of the ball and the defensive side of the ball. So really two great athletes that's out there that's going to get recruited. They both going to get their school paid for. But I just don't know what people are waiting on. But, folks, this is Keep It 100. That's what we do. I'll come back later on this week, have two young men on for Jones. We're going to talk a little bit of 2A. Jones take on Marlon. Like I said, I'm going to have the quarterback Hanson on. And then my man Luke, the outstanding linebacker, getting a lot of love, getting some recruits too. So we'll have both of those guys on this week as we get ready for the 4A, 3A, and 2A1 and 2A2 semifinal games. And then the state championship games we played this Friday and Saturday. You'll have, like I said, you'll have Bigsby and Owasso in the 6A game. And then 6A2, you'll have, not Stillwater, you got beat. You'll have Choctaw, Yellow Jacket. They're still up there. They got them up there. And then you're going to have playing against Sand Springs, looking for their first goal ball in a long time. Choctaw trying to go back to back. Then you're going to finish off with them Titans. Them Titans that go off on Saturday morning at 12 against the Bishop McGinnis. Folks, I'm telling you right now, it ain't gonna be a runaway. It's gonna be a tight game. You both heard them talk about their defense is good and their offense is really good. I think their offense is one of probably the better offense in the state. They got a good running back that came over from Piedmont. Now he's over at Bishop McGinnis, the backup quarterback has been playing lights out. I don't know if he's faced a defense like LeBron and them guys yet, but should be a great game. But folks, we appreciate you watching. And always, always, always tuning in to Keep It 100 Oklahoma High School Sports. That's what we do here. We keep it 100. Nobody else. They talk about it, but we keep it 100. So we'll catch you next time on Keep It 100 Oklahoma High School Sports. See ya.